Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Kenco Fishing. On today's color profiles, we're going to be looking at LureWorks Mustard. Mustard 149. This is a color that I don't use a whole lot of. I don't really see a whole lot of people using it, so I figured what a great color to profile. People aren't really using it. Let's show it off. Let's see what it can do. So as per usual, we're going to go ahead and do our normal concentrations, which is a 0.00025, a 0.0025, and a 0.008. Now, I had a great question from one of our viewers the other day about how did I come up with those percentages? Well, I come up with those because that's concentrations that I commonly use. So if I want a real light color, I start out with the 0.00025, and if I'm looking for something in the middle, you know, and so on if I want something that's dark. So what I recommended, and I will talk more about this in episodes as we go along, is when you first start investigating a color, where you want to be, what do you want for color, what's your outcome. I always start at a 0.0025%. That gives me the pretty base color that is displayed in most website profiles in that sort of thing, in my opinion. Now, then I go from there. If I want it to be lighter, darker, I mean, you can go 0.0030 for, you know, if you want just incremental changes, you can do that. So it all depends on what you're looking for. One other thing that's important of note is we refilled the Bailey's collection, so we got coffee and Bailey's, so that's really good, and that's important when we're doing this. So yeah, that's that. So I start with a 0.0025, and then I work from there. If I want it lighter, darker, whatever the case may be. So mustard 149. We got a light concentration, our middle concentration, and our darker concentration. And you can see just in the cups here that before we even heat them that there's going to be a pretty big variance here. So which tells me we got a lot of color spectrum to work with. So that's great. So I will cook these up, and then we'll come back and show you what they look like. All right, guys, here we are. We're back with our color selection cooked up. LureWorks Mustard 149. We got our light concentration, a medium concentration, and our darker concentration. So you can see here we've got, we got to find the spoon, stir. So our light concentration, you can see here, is pretty light, almost like a clear amber, or like a clear, geez, I don't know, almost like a urine, honestly. It's an interesting color. I don't know what it would go on or anything like that. We're not adding any flake to the mustard profile, simply because I really don't know what to add to it. So here we've got our medium, and you can see there's a much more considerable opaqueness to that. And it has a yellowish, kind of red tint almost in some certain circumstances. So that's the medium. And in our darker, it's pretty much straight opaque. You pretty much can't see the spoon through it, and that's going to give us a pretty dark colored bait. So from start to finish, we're looking at a pretty good color variance. But as you can see, once we get more towards this end, more towards the heavier concentration end, it starts to look pretty much the same. It's just a matter of opaqueness at that point. So the color spectrum I thought was going to be quite a bit more than that, but due to its opaqueness, it really, after anything after that, it's going to look pretty much the same, I think. So let's go ahead. We'll get the Kenco bullet mold, which we got to change the name of because every time I try to list some for sale, I get kicked out of the website. They think I'm selling ammunition or something. I don't know what they think, but anyways, so we got to change that up. That's no big deal. All right, so let's go ahead and clamp that up. So like, we will shoot our medium or our light color first while we get the, probably we ought to heat that up just a touch just to make it flow a little better. And we'll drink. We'll warm this one while we're waiting. All right, so we're going to wait for that to go ahead and firm up a little bit. We'll pop it out. We'll do a quick look at it. Another recommendation we had from a viewer was an ending shot of the colors together so you could get a better look at them. So we're going to work that out once we get towards the end of the video. We'll figure out how to do that. So that's that. All right, so our next video is going to be one of controversy, which we always love, right? Everyone loves controversy. So there's been a question going around, and it's an age-old question. I've probably answered it or talked about it with someone at least 100 times, but I've never really done an experiment side by side to see the difference. So we're going to do that in our next video. The problem we're going to be talking about is colorants adding fluorescence before cooking or after cooking. So I've always said that it makes no difference. Now, we're going to put that theory to the test. So that's what's going to be coming up in our next episode. So we hope you stay tuned for that. All right, let's take a quick peek here and see. Oh yeah. All right, so you can see, oops, those are a very light, just a light color. So we're gonna set those aside. Get something stuck in there. Oh crap, I forgot to, see, there we go again, being stupid. So, forgot to clean the injector, so we're not going to get a shot drawn up in there until we pull out the middle. So we got to take that off. Take that out. Yep. So that plug was going to stop us from doing anything useful. So here we go. Now we'll give that another shot. Let's get our dark color. Let's get our dark color out, and let's shoot that. First, let's not do the same mistake twice. So let's get rid of that. A little splash. All right. So we've got our 3 colors cooked up, shot. Now we just got to wait for this dark one to cure, and then we'll pull them out and we'll take a quick look at them. Alright, so here we got all 3 colors cooked up and shot. So let's take a quick look. So we got our light concentration here, which is kind of a urine color almost, to be quite honest. It looks very, very light, translucent. I don't know what color you would put that with, but looks good. Here's our medium concentration, which gives us more of an orangey yellow mustard color. Almost an off-color orange to some extent. It looks good. I don't know what, I think probably black flake would work in that. And here is our heavier concentration. Now this here, as you can see, it's pretty opaque. There's no real, you can't really see through the ends. And that's more of a darker yellow, darker orange color. So looks good though, but it's definitely opaque. I don't know what you would put with that, but it looks pretty good. All right, so based on a recommendation, we're going to go ahead, we're going to split those up, we're going to set them down and put them side by side and get a better image for you guys so you can take a look. And we'll do that now. So that's the end result right there. It looks like we've got 3 different colors, and our lighter color is very translucent, our medium color opaque but still has some translucency, and our much darker color. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Color Profiles Mustard from LureWorks Mustard 149. Hope you check us out, like, subscribe, comment. We'd love to hear your feedback, and we'll be on to our next segment, which is fluorescence before or after. Let's see.